everybody, and welcome to the Marvel Future Fight V760 live stream. We are giving you the updates today for our second foray into the Eternals, which is very exciting. We have a lot of content to show off to you today, including new characters, Kingo, Gilgamesh, and Thena. Got a little tongue-tied there. And new uniforms for all three of those characters as well. I want to thank you all for tuning in this time and last time, and I hope everyone enjoyed V755, the mid-month update that we previously did very recently for more Eternals. There will be stream rewards for watching the stream. The way that you can get those rewards is by doing what you're doing right now and watching this very stream. At the end, we will be revealing a coupon code that you can use to claim a free reward. And you're going to want to do that as soon as you can, because there is a time limit for when you can claim the reward. There are two different ways of doing that. Via Android, you could enter the coupon code in the coupon menu of the in-game setting menu. And for both Android and iOS, you can enter the coupon code on the coupon registration webpage. That is a link we will be sharing at the end of this stream as well. We also had a couple questions we asked you right off the top. You can still continue to answer those, and Cage and I will read some of your answers live right here tonight. And speaking of Cage, he is going to be here very soon to help us get through all of the new stuff that we are going to be seeing in-game very soon. But first, take a look at this video. All right, let's bring him back.
Hello,
Here he is.
everybody.
It's your friend Cage.
Hello, everybody. It's always great to be back. Hello, agents, and hello, Kim. You know, it only seems like a little bit like, almost like yesterday, that we saw the contents for the V755 update for the first part of the Eternals. And now, yet again, now we're back.
Yeah, good to see you again. We have a lot of gameplay and features to show off today, but first I want to go over our first question that we asked the audience watching live right now, and that is, which Eternals characters' powers would you want? Of course, they all have some very cool powers involving having cosmic energy absorbed into their bodies. They're all very long-lived, hence the name Eternals, and have a lot of healing, regenerative powers. That's a long word too. I don't know why I keep challenging myself with these tongue-tie words. But they all have something that makes them a little bit unique among these very strong characters. I'm gonna go first. I would say I would like Makari's powers. Makari is the fastest being known in the entire Marvel universe, and I'm pretty impatient and late all the time. So this seems like it would be very helpful for my life.
I think it's you put a lot more thought into it. Your idea is much more practical.
You know, you just got to think about where's my greatest weakness and how can I fix that? And there we go. I do have some responses from those of you watching right now. Nice. Zarfan says Cersei's powers would be so much fun. I'd be rich in seconds. I didn't think of that.
That's actually another good idea of practical use, using your transmutation powers. That's good on you. That's a very smart way to use it.
Exactly. Nate Oliver chose the same person as me, Makari, but the reasoning was so I can run away from problems. And I don't know. I think your problems still exist no matter how fast you run, but you know, good on you, whatever. That's your answer. Blake Holden says, I would like Icarus powers. It would be amazing IRL. Raul says, Eternal's power that I want is Makari's speed. Everyone's agreeing with me. I feel like I have the right answer. Choices. So I can go to the place where my love loved ones lived. Oh,
Oh, that's nice.
that's very sweet. Let's see what else we have. Let's see. Uh, Yuan Salva, please forgive me if I mispronounced your name. Icarus, I want to fly to my ex's new. Oh no! Can I read this? My ex's new lover and use my laser eyes on him.
Interesting,
Dark.
interesting use. I admire the
I should have
I
gone
admire,
over
I
this
admire the
before I
creativity.
read it. Yeah, sure. Okay. And then Akmal Hanif says Gilgamesh, of course. I don't know what the of course is, but Cage, who would you pick?
Honestly, again, I prefer you put a lot more reason that all many of our viewers actually used more put more thought into it. I just went on based off what was cool. I honestly liked after I did see the film, and of course, also as a disclaimer, this will be a spoiler-free stream, so you don't. For those of you who are worried about both the content and both what we'll say here, we will keep it spoiler-free. So be safe. But honestly, based off the trailers alone, I definitely would say Kingo is probably one of my favorites, just because finger guns are cool. Just being able to use that, being able to fight off deviants,
Cool.
even use it for
cool.
even just for the sake of just shooting things, just for the sake of doing it. That's fun. Also, Gilgamesh being able to do that cosmic like exoskeleton feature, that's also pretty fun too, to be able to have enhanced strike and use it for offense, defense. That's honestly, I went more for the idea of just what looks cool, and I say it's between the toss of between those two. But I'm gonna go ahead and lean on Gilgamesh.
I just think, I'm probably not going to be doing that much fighting in my real life. I guess I could become a hero, which, we all have different thought processes. I was just thinking what would work for my regular life, but some of you are just keen to use laser eyes on certain people in your lives
But you got to
or your ex's lives.
X's or not, laser eyes are still cool. So
Laser eyes are
that's
pretty
still a
cool.
win in my book.
Maybe don't go after anyone's exes. That's my personal opinion. Cage, let's gracefully transfer over to the next portion of this stream.
That sounds like an excellent idea. So as you already mentioned, Kim, we have several characters. Or when I say several characters, we have a few characters and additional uniforms to go through, as well as a couple new features we will be going over as well. With that said, we're going to go ahead and jump straight into the game cam and take a look at those. Let's see this brief moment back on screen. And as you can see, we have the Eternals. We have Gilgamesh, Athena, and Kingo. But of course, they look different than probably many viewers are used to, because these are the looks based off. These are the modern looks that were based off the comics. So we're going to go ahead and start with our first Eternal, and that is Gilgamesh. Kim, for those at home who don't understand or don't fully know who, not Kingo. This is Gilgamesh. Who Gilgamesh is?
We'll get to him.
Yeah, we will. Go ahead and give our audience a little bit of a what to know.
Well, you mentioned it off the top. Gilgamesh is known for having a lot of strength and fortification. He is the strongest and probably the kindest member of the Eternals. Typically, he is paired with Athena as partners.
That's interesting. Yeah, in this uniform, so Gilgamesh is a combat type superhero, and just a little something to look forward to. For his tier 2 passive skill, he has True Memory. So, in other words, for this with this effect, he gains 100% mind damage resistance, and he also, in addition to his bonus and skill damage, he gains a 45% increase, and basic damage received is decreased against him by 45%. So he gets a 45% decrease for those basic attacks rallied against him. So let's go ahead and take a look and see those skills on the field. All right.
Boom.
Excellent dynamic entry. Again, remember, he's a combat superhero, so his basic attack, you can see, just gives a little bit of a 1-2 punch. We're going to go ahead and reset. We're going to go ahead and start seeing those active skills. Skill number 1 is the Cosmic Punch. He does, you can see he gives a devastating punch that ends up leaving the enemy stunned, and ends with a Cosmic Blast there. Skill number 2 is God's Wrath. Let's take a look.
All right.
This is another attack, devastating attack that leaves enemies stunned.
Yeah, it's pretty punchy and stunning.
Jumps in the air and delivers another blast from his cosmic powers. Skill number 3 is the Unstoppable Force.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, let's do that
That's
one more
pretty.
time. I'm going to back up over here. See it from this angle. While gaining brief invincibility, Gilgamesh performs a 1-2 punch, as you can see there, and then releases cosmic power for an attack that accumulates true damage, while causing fracture, while also dealing 105% of your character's physical attack. Moving on over here for skill number 4, we have Unchanged Destruction.
Nice.
Now, there's a little something special. I will go over this more in the developer's note, but I'm going to go ahead and just go do this attack once more. Go ahead and do it over here from this angle. This attack, Gilgamesh barrages his foes with a number of stunning punches that causes them to be snared and bound. And at the same time, your basic damage and defense gain a 30% increase, and it uses 115% of your physical attack.
All right. Looks good.
Moving on over here, we're going to go to skill number 5, which is pretty cool. This is the Liberating Power. I gotta admit, that's really not a good angle. I'm actually going to go ahead and reset and do it over once again over here.
Oh, good.
All right. So in addition to damage immunity, this powerful blast decreases enemies' basic defense. Or I'm sorry, decreases your enemy's basic defense, causing fracture, and increases your all basic attack by 50%.
All right.
And you can see the area of effect is actually pretty large as well. Now we're going to go ahead and move on to skill number 6, which you can already see he has a transcendent potential attack, which is the Slayer's Fist. Nice. Now in this attack, as you can see, Kingo leads by actually striking from above while Gilgamesh charges his foes. And you can see he delivers a cosmic blast. This attack, enemies are left burned, stunned, fractured, paralyzed, all while having their active debuffs removed. At the same time, Gilgamesh will gain a 40% HP recovery and an increase by 35% for his critical rate and damage. He also gains a few additional buffs as well. Reset. Now I'm going to go over the always
But
helpful.
I do want to remind everyone this is a test environment, and maybe the final numbers might be different in the final version.
That is very true. Thank you for reminding our audience of that, Kim. All right, so according to the developers, they say his survivability and recovery rate makes him a great character for PvP. And for a little tip, they said press and hold the skill 4 button for a continuous attack. So let's go ahead and try that out. I'm literally just holding the attack because you can see he just keeps on going. Just keeps on going like a certain bunny will. All right, for the developer combo,
good tip.
They recommend using skills 4, 5, and 3. Let's test it out. Skill 4, 5, and then finish it with 3. Right. And that does it for Gilgamesh. For those of you, go ahead and let us know in the comments what your thoughts are based off the first Eternal. So next we're going to go ahead and jump to the next character. And the next character on the list is actually going to be Kingo. Again, looks much different than what's currently being portrayed in the MCU version. So what can you tell us about Kingo, Kim?
Okay. Kingo is very different between the comics and the MCU film. Here, Kingo's main weapon is, instead of finger guns, swords. He double wields swords, and actually spent quite a long time in Japan training with the samurai, and a lot of his skills have a basis in that.
And little peek for his T2. His T2 is the let's see here, not my mistake. His tier 2 skill is the Katana Honing. His skill damage is increased by 25%, while his bonus damage gains a 15% increase. Basic damage received is reduced by 30%. All right, now let's take him out for a spin. The first thing to know, also, he is a speed type superhero. All right, moving on to skill number 1 is the Conversion Strike. This is an energy-based attack. Nice. For skill number 2, we're going to look at the Katana Rampage.
All right,
so
cool.
Stunning strike that leaves enemies bleeding. Move on to these guys over here. For skill number 3, the Shockwave Slash. As you can see here, he creates a shockwave that pushes foes back while accumulating true damage, regardless of your enemy's dodge rate. As you can see, anybody affected by the attack is also left stunned. Alright. Skill number 4 is the Deep Dash. This is an upward strike that causes foes to bleed just before hitting them with an energy blast that groups them together. Okay. And as a result, you also gain an increase of 50% for your next attack. All right, we're going to check out skill number 5. I'm actually going to reset this one because this one's actually pretty interesting when you have everybody in just the right angle. This is the Pentagram Slicer. Let's check this out.
Ooh.
You can see enemies.
Whoa.
You can see enemies further back are actually drawing.
Yeah.
Let me try this one more
They
time.
were like sliding in.
Yeah.
Oh, it's that same group sliding in.
And try it one more time to see how we can take another look.
Yeah.
So again,
Round
this is
them
a
up.
wide range attack, so your
Whoa.
basic attack defense is increased by 30%, as well as you gain a couple of additional buffs as well. And then you can see also the basic defense has also decreased while leaving them paralyzed and
Sorry guys, I didn't even realize that my mic was muted.
Right, now that we have them all grouped together.
What's up, Hef?
Guy.
How you doing?
Lucky.
What's
That
up,
one
Jing?
broke.
How you guys doing?
Let's test this out for skill number 6.
I hope you guys are enjoying this stream so far. These motherfuckers took forever and a day to get going on this shit, and to be honest with you, I'm not really that impressed with I haven't really been that impressed with these initial base looks for the characters.
Gilgamesh's transcendent potential
Like,
attack.
Gilgamesh looks like he's like, I don't know what the hell's going on with Gilgamesh, but he looks like he's in a really weird way, like he's straight up BDSM in it. Then we got
and that does it for the modern
Kingo and
the default uniform for Kingo.
Yeah, I don't know. I need to see the new uniforms because these uniforms are not hitting it for me. Like these base level kits, which sucks because
yeah,
these,
in the last stream, I said I'd like to see Thena.
you know that you're gonna basically have to
she would
purchase
be
the
in
uniforms for these characters.
The
You're not
following
gonna.
update.
You're
but
not going to be
here
able to
she
use
is,
these
so I guess
characters.
I
You'll be
got
able to
my
use the
wish,
characters,
huh?
but nobody's going to want to see these characters in this uniform. She just straight up look like
why don't you go ahead and tell us more
like they
about,
just ripped her from
Thena?
DC and
All right.
Themyscira.
Well, as we may be able to
Who knows about that
glean
shit?
from her appearance, she is a very strong warrior. She's a legendary warrior, and even may have been a Greek legend. That you may have
been
heard
a Greek
about.
legend, Wonder Woman.
She has been working with the Eternals, I guess, eternally for centuries, and is frequently paired with Gilgamesh, as I mentioned earlier in Gilgamesh's intro.
Thank you for that. Now, before I actually press on with Thena, they're like actually glazed over the developer's notes, and the developer's notes for Kingo mentioned that he's actually a character who's actually well suited for PvE. So Gilgamesh for PvP, Kingo will actually be pretty useful for PvE. They recommend using.
I'm dying to see the stat list on Gilgamesh because there's just no way that I see him being used in PvP, at least not with those skills.
And skill 4 in that order. In other words, the recommended skill combo that the devs recommend is using this third skill, cancel it, and then proceed with skills 5 and 4. And that's still something for Kingo, but now we're going to go ahead and press on for Thena, who is a universal superhero.
Makes sense.
I'm actually going to talk about both this character's T2 and T3 passive skills because something that's a little interesting for this. So her Tier 2 passive skill, which is the Eon Precision, she gains a guaranteed critical rate of plus 20% and a skill damage increase of 32% with a bonus damage increase of 35%. Now what's interesting is for her Tier 1 Victory Cry, she gains a critical rate increase of 20%, critical damage of 25%, and an additional Pierce of plus 5%. So yeah, Pierce is also something that
So she's getting Pierce.
Get their hands on. So that's a very useful stat to have.
Good to know.
Now we're gonna press on.
This should let you guys know where they're going with that game in general, because inside Marvel Future Revolution, you see how much the game changed and altered the moment that they fixed Defense Pierce.
Move on and press on for skill number 1, which is the Justice Rush.
Justice Rush.
Justice Rush. What kind of fucking name is that?
Here she lunges forward and then follows up with a multitude of strikes, leaving the enemy stunned and bleeding.
That's a pretty looking skill though, but she looks very Wonder Woman to me.
Skill number 2 is Destructive Dance. Here, throwing her weapon, enemies in the area are struck and forced to come closer. And then now
that's nice.
They will have their defenses lowered. Yep, now they're up close and personal, allowing me to move on to my third skill, which is the Sword of Conviction. And you can see a little bit more spread out. Let's test it again. So this is a fast attack that actually hacks through your opponents while
she's got some actually good looking skills with her base level uniform.
So I'm able to control where I want them to go. Move on over here.
Nice.
Damn.
All right, enemies, as you can see here, enemies are left bleeding, silenced by this awesome attack. In addition, you also gain some damage and
Holy
unity.
shit.
Now, they're a little bit too spread out, so I'm going to go ahead and reset again. Moving on to skill 4, which is Sacred Blow. You can see here she launches her spears. Athena then strikes again from above and lowering your enemy's defense.
She's actually got good looking skills. This Athena's looking pretty cool.
And burn. All right, move on to these guys over here for skill number 5, which is the Cosmic Weapon Raid.
I don't see any.
Nice.
Do it from this angle. Do it once more.
Let me see this. Oh, okay.
You see she hurls her spear into the sky, and Athena's blades then rain down on her opponents, dealing additional burn.
She's
and
looking
damage,
good.
Also increasing her basic attack by 10% for a brief period of time.
She's actually looking pretty damn
Now
good.
let's move on to her tier 3 ability.
Okay.
So she's getting a T3.
So using her eternal ability, Athena calls upon a multitude of spheres, as you can see here.
Damn.
They barrage the enemy like bullets.
All right. She's universal. I'm glad I saved up my universal books. Glad I saved up my universal books. Definitely probably gonna look forward to T3 and Athena immediately.
That attack.
Hopefully I can use the like if you guys haven't played Marvel Future Fight yet, now's a good time to jump in. They're giving away a free transcendent character for the countdown for Black Friday. Black Friday deals are always good inside this game. Like you'll get to see the big difference between Marvel Future Revolution and Marvel Future Fight in terms of like you know, cash shop things there. Nothing's gonna be outrageous, and the rewards that you get for it are pretty damn good.
I recommend canceling the 3rd skill. Take a look at that.
Athena's looking pretty dope. Like I wish we had this Athena inside of Marvel Future Revolution. She looks really good.
I'm actually going to go do a
I'm actually feeling this quite a bit. Her skills look pretty damn good.
Have actually been updated. So unfortunately, I do not have any updated tips regarding Athena. So
the only thing that's got me pissed about this update is I don't see anything in here about Ajax, Fastos, Sprite, or Druid. And I was, like I said, I was really hoping that we were going to get all of those characters inside the game.
Me.
That's right. So I'm actually going to go back in and dress them up. Let's see.
Yeah, we do not want to have that character.
There you go.
So you guys can see what I'm talking about here. Like look at the Gilgamesh models, the Kingo models. He actually looks like I can't say that dude's name.
All right.
He actually, like, Athena looks good. But her face looks pretty different than it does in Marvel Future Revolution. Gilgamesh looks dope as hell. He looks like Don Lee, I think is his name.
Right. I'm actually gonna
That's a good look. I like it. I like it a lot. It looks very similar to Marvel Future Revolutions.
Equipping this uniform, he gains an increase in his basic defense by 35%, and chain hit damage received is decreased by 15%.
Oh, you buddy king! You thought they were gonna make Athena a freaking combat female? Come on, bro, for real. You knew that wasn't happening.
Right. And also, there's been also change to his tier.
But you're not lying. We do need a combat female for ABX. Though
below 99%.
I am tired of using her as well, just because I don't know, something about her skill rotation and her animations don't really excite me. And Athena's look pretty dope.
4% to 6%. It's small, but every little bit counts.
Truly.
And this attack with this uniform, he also is going to be given 3 new
Athena's skills look pretty dope. They look pretty amazing in this. They look pretty amazing. I can't wait to see the actual numbers on it. Hopefully we'll get those tonight, and I'll be able to make a video to give you guys updates on that. Here goes a heads up for you guys too. If you do get into this update, even if you really enjoy these characters, I suggest you wait till Black Friday to make the purchase for them, because unless they choose to change it and make them 50% off, most likely Black Friday we're going to get a uniform sale inside this game, so all uniforms will be 50% off. Really good deal there, so like, you know, wait for that. But again too, if you're actually playing the game, you can jump in and get a free transcendent character leading into Black Friday, as the Black Friday countdown event is going on right now.
Unstoppable force. And of course, we know if we push and hold the button here, he's just going to keep on going.
I like that.
Yeah. not new, but just cool to see the color change. And we're going to see the new skill, which is pretty cool. This is the Earth Wrath.
Earth Wrath.
Oh boy, winding up.
His skills look way better inside this uniform compared to his base kit uniform. That base kit uniform, I don't know if you guys ever see the movie Children Under the Stairs, but the dad is running around in this goddamn uniform, and I swear to God, he looks like him. Like,
for your next basic attack.
this is an old ass movie, so I'm definitely showing my age by even pulling this shit up.
With this uniform, we have no additional tips from the developers. They actually say to refer to the previous, what was mentioned previously for his for his modern uniform. All right, and that does it for Gilgamesh. So let us know what you guys think in the comments.
This is legitimately what I see when I see Gilgamesh in his other uniform. Not the children, it's the people under the stairs.
The important thing to notice as well is for Kingo, originally
he straight up looks like that to me.
He is a speed character, while in his MCU uniform, he's actually been changed to a blast superhero.
I knew he was going to be blast. I called it on these characters. Sense. I knew he was going to be blast.
He has the
especially with his little gun shooters and shit like that.
His original uniform.
But his uniform looks dope, and his face animation, he looks just like the MCU
movie.
Yeah.
And his powers have changed completely. No more swords. He, he's doing this. He's shooting out energy from his fingers.
What the fuck is Kim doing?
Help him a lot because he is also a Bollywood celebrity.
What the fuck was she just doing?
Right. So I'm going to go ahead and read some of the uniform changes. So while wearing this uniform, this mainly refers to his skills, which we'll talk about a little bit more later. So when using the explosive bombardment skill, which is his 5th skill, cooldown for his eternal burst skill, which is his skill 2, will be reset to just 1 second.
Oh, okay.
Now for this skill, again, because
they seem to be using more of those, that kind of skill change.
All 5 skills have actually been given a change.
All right.
So he's got a complete uniform rework. All 5 skills being changed.
Skill number 1 is the guidance of light. This is the iconic movie seen in the films, and you can see it does energy damage.
Yeah. I'm getting some serious Yu Yu Hakusho vibes right here.
He calls forth a number of lights, and he
wait, do that skill again.
These guys aren't deviant.
He's got no. It looks like there's no invincibility and no.
Skill number 3 is the unleashed power.
Wow. Ooh, that is pretty as hell.
Pushed back, similar to his other skill. Try it again. Where he creates a defensive barrier that pushes enemies back.
That looks amazing.
HP,
holy shit. So he's got super armor on that one, but his other skill, he didn't look. That looked like a Shadowland skill. This looks dope as hell, though. That skill is amazing. So imagine if they introduce him inside Marvel Future Revolution. He could essentially be like another Nick Fury with that barrier inside there. They could do like the similar skill inside there for that one. Wow, so that's giving DOT.
I repeat, he is the most different from his comics appearance.
Bang bang.
They're all a little different, but
wow,
this is a complete change.
Look at the damage on that.
From this angle now. Again, now this is a unique attack where Kingo fires upon the floor, causing a number of blasts. So again, not only does this ignore your target's dodge rate by 40%, it'll also briefly.
Now his update uniform looks like a must. I don't see you getting away from, like, these skills look amazing. These are like, to be honest with you, you could look at the other skills and you can make some kind of like similarity comparisons and be like, yeah, these are reskins or something like that of other skills for other characters in games. His right now, they're looking pretty unique.
This is the explosive bombardment skill.
Oh shit.
It's a little quick, but what happens is he actually maneuvers a little bit behind.
Yeah, with SFX on that one.
Yeah, he maneuvers just. Dashes in between them or behind them and delivers an
yo, my man Kingo looking legit.
Stunned. Kingo also gained a variety of buffs to his overall stats.
I'm liking Kingo. Nice. So because the uniforms are so inexpensive inside Marvel Future Revolution, it makes it easier to purchase them too, because they're only going to cost me like $10 per uniform. I'm guaranteed to get them. We'll have to see what the uniform options is, but at this point, from my account, I'm like, I don't typically tend to worry about uniform options.
Cancel after he does his gun motion, 3 cancel, 5, 2 cancel, or 2 cancel. They have a very
whatever.
We're actually gonna go ahead. Let's just do it. See if we can.
You guys got some. The developers always have pretty trash ass suggestions for their cancels and their skill rotations. They're never on point.
5. Then because his uniform, because after you use skill 5, his cooldown is reset for skill 2.
It was funny because I was watching a video. I think who did it?
Or his new
Tony Bing did a video recently about Marvel's Avengers, because some of the devs put out like some builds for Black Panther and like how they like to see some of their builds, and it was like it was terrible. It was just terrible. It's like, do y'all play this game?
She is stunning.
She is.
Look
I
at
hate her face in this one. I prefer the face inside Marvel Future Revolution.
Yeah,
and to be honest with you, the detail inside Marvel Future Revolution looks a little bit better on her than it does here inside Marvel Future Fight.
Gains a 10% increase as she attacks, and she has guard break immunity. She also is able to decrease her basic damage.
Guard break immunity, nice.
Is reduced by 35%. And with that, we're going to move on to see the actual active skills. With this skill, again, she is still a universal type superhero and has been given 2 enhanced skills. We are going to go ahead and cycle through some of her skills again.
Her skills were badass already, so they don't really need to change much on her. Like,
neither is skill number 2.
Her skills look pretty damn good, so there's no reason for them to change any of the skills too many.
Is new.
Hopefully that means the costume is only going to cost us like 750 crystals instead of 1250.
Move it again, try it over here. This is the skill number 3, which is the Sacred Strike. Here she harbors her cosmic energy into her spear and then releases it in a single strike. That allows her to accumulate true damage regardless of your enemy's defense and dodge rate. As you can see here, enemies are rendered silent, paralyzed, and bleeding.
And bleed. Oh god, why the bleed? We still getting bleed on skills, and it's just like, why? Just really just wonder why.
However, is a new skill. Now this has some similarity to the previous skill. However, she summons a number of spears from the sky upon her foes and delivers an additional whirlwind-like strike, as you can see here.
Gilgamesh looks like the he got shafted with these animations, man, for his skills.
Nice.
As you can see again, also enemies are burned and bleeding while Athena gains buffs for her overall stats. And just because we have her TP ready, let's go ahead and see how it looks.
I thought you said just because you got a TP ready.
Ooh.
Oh wow. Still the same, but it looks good. It just
looks all the more glamorous with the MCU.
Just looks cool with the MCU skin.
Pretty glamorous.
And now that does it for the new characters and the new uniforms, but that's not all.
Very good.
Oh shit.
Oh, it's not?
Yeah, it's not all. We have one additional feature that's going to be added as well with the update. So as you can see here on the main menu, we have a little bit of a new thing here called the Dimension Rift.
Well, where the hell is that at?
By entering enter. Then going to challenge, and if you scroll
to the right, shit, are we getting new content?
Right. Now with this mode, again, you'll be able to work with your friends and alliance members to complete various objectives and earn bonuses through missions with this latest Dimension Rift mode. You'll also be able to access the normal Rift for free, and it can only be accessed once per day.
Oh, why only once per day? What's the deal on this?
Play a little bit of this as well. Hacking the shield. All right, let's do it.
So in less than 3 months, we've gotten 2 new game modes inside of Marvel Future Fight. Right. We got Timeline Survival, and now we got a Dimension Rift, and at the same token, we also got the Epic Quest, which is how we're probably going to unlock Athena, Gilgamesh, and Kingo. They're going to be inside the Epic Quest. So that's 2 game modes inside of here, and this is going back to the thing that, you know, this is going to be the thing that keeps players coming back, because this is what you want. It's not going to be about, you know, new characters solely, because having a new character doesn't change that I've got 265 other characters to play.
Recommended skill combination, which is 3, 2, 5, and 4.
I'll be down in a minute. So that we're getting new content inside here is really, really cool. It's just going to be interesting to see what this new content is.
I have it turned off. I'm sure the fans already noticed it as well. All right, let's try
like, it looks similar to like Timeline Survival or the story mode missions in the first place, but it's new content with a new place to get rewards, so it's good no matter how you look at it.
I'm just going to switch to Gilgamesh now. His recommended skill combination with the uniform is 3, cancel, 5, and 4.
Y'all sleeping on Marvel Future Fight, man. Like, I'm gonna keep bringing you guys content from it anyways, but y'all sleeping on Marvel Future Fight. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I think Marvel Contest of Champions, and the more I play Marvel Contest of Champions, I've slept on that one for years, and it is a good game, especially with the updates. Marvel Future Fight, the rewards and stuff like that, it's a good game. You know, Marvel Future Revolution looks good, looks great, but y'all sleeping on some of the other properties that exist there. Marvel's Avengers, you guys are sleeping on it. Trust me. Try some other things out, diversify your gameplay and experience. I guarantee you complain less about some of the other titles inside there as well. Like, this is looking pretty decent. We'll have to see what the game mode actually unveils. Kind of looks like a horde mode, but not really a horde mode. I don't know why these, you know, game titles, especially on a mobile platform, don't stick to trying to do a horde mode inside the games. Like, I think it would just be great.
More damage you're doing, so we're doing it right.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna switch to Kingo, see if I can manage to pull off his recommended complicated skill. All right.
His complicated skill.
Make sure my cooldown is all set to go.
I'm dying to see Kingo, man.
Nope.
I'm dying to see how this is gonna work out.
We're all set to go. Let's test it out. 2 cancel, 4 cancel, gun. All right.
2 cancel, 4 cancel, what?
4 cancel. Nope. I messed it up.
3, 5.
2 cancel, 4 cancel, 3 cancel, 5, and then 6. I don't think he knows what the hell he's doing.
Actually managed to wipe all of it except for that one guy who was out of range.
We need to get back to the days of having
which I think it means it's good.
quality assurance testers, because seeing these guys, you know, rummage around this shit, not know what the hell they're doing, just sad sometimes.
All right. Cage and Kingo.
I'm actually going to switch off.
Kingo looks dope as hell. Thena looks amazing. I'm not so excited about Gilgamesh, which is sad because I really like the actor that plays Gilgamesh. Don Lee looks, he's an amazing actor. I loved him in Train to Busan.
Right.
But I have to say the character models in
now this is something I actually mentioned to the developers before, because this is a new test build. We have been told that this might crash only for us, because this is the once again the test build. This should be fine when you guys actually use.
That's not some shit you wanted to see on stream,
yeah,
but I get it. They weren't going to get any of the rewards, so it is, you know, you can understand.
A build that's a completely different environment than what goes live.
The question is, for Marvel Future Revolution fans, are we going to see Kingo and Makari enter as companions at some point soon?
And it can only be accessed once per day. Also, by completing these missions, you'll be able to unlock higher difficulties, which are required by using items referred to as Dimension Rift Summon Stones. And the higher the level, the more these stones you'll actually need to actually access these modes. In addition to that, by completing that, you'll also be able to be eligible for what's referred to as MVP rewards, which can be used to access rewards such as artifacts. So something to look forward to. Now we weren't given too much information, as information is kind of changing quite honestly throughout.
They've given us 3 modes now,
to let you guys know upon the time the patch notes are released, it'll be much more detail, and you guys can enjoy that.
So we've gotten 3 modes now, and a store place where we could obtain dimension or, you know, artifact rewards in different areas. So timeline survival, you can do it there. Now this mode, you can do it there. And then inside the store, you basically can get the free ones inside the store. So that's good.
Some of the stats that'll occur when actually accessing with these characters. For example, if you were to choose Kingo, when you start the epic quest, Kingo, you will be given Kingo at a 1 star, and upon completion, you'll be able to transcend his potential. Now, for Gilgamesh, he can only be acquired by through the deluxe package, and upon completion, you'll be able to grow him to tier 2. Thena is much more unique now.
So that's crazy. So we've got 2 characters locked behind the crystal wall inside the game.
Icarus, Makari, Kingo, and Gilgamesh. So basically, once all the Eternals are completed, then you can access Thena's story. And once you start, Thena will be given at tier 1. And upon completion of her epic quest, you can get Thena to tier 3.
Wow, so this is going to be a dope epic quest, because you can get 2 tier 2 characters, you can get 2 transcendent characters, 4 transcendent characters from that epic quest. So in terms of deluxe packages as well, which you're really purchasing for Makari, you can basically get 2 transcendent characters. That's pretty dope.
Now I want to read some more live comments that you all have left for us. We had a second question which was what has been your favorite MCU-related update in Marvel Future Fight this year? Cage, do you have an answer?
Oh, hands down, I would say Shang-Chi. Or Shang-Chi, my mistake.
Shang-Chi.
I enjoyed the epic quest, and honestly, I did enjoy the improvement that Shang-Chi finally got. In addition, Wenwu was just a real fun character, both in the film and in just in the game.
Wenwu sucked in this game. So I think like absolutely was trash.
Fun characters and a fun, I'd say, epic quest, legendary battle. I think to me that was probably the most funnest MCU related update this year. But what do our fans think?
Well, some of them actually agreed with me, so I'll say mine first.
Okay.
I loved the WandaVision update. I've mentioned before, maybe every
WandaVision update probably was the best update this year.
Wanda/Scarlet Witch is my favorite character. So when I saw her new look on the show, the MCU show WandaVision, I was shocked. I was stunned. I loved it. And then to see it come to life in the game was very exciting for me. Also, we had the White Vision that was in the show as well. So that was my favorite. It was a mini update, but as a fan of the original Marvel creation, I was very excited to see it.
I remember the community highly wanting that. They've been praising and not praising. They've been dying for a WandaVision update, and when they finally give it to them, they went nuts. So we were definitely.
It was a good update. Having
I went nuts when I found
Vision
out
and Wanda inside there. I think the only sad part was we didn't get Agatha Harkness, which a lot of people just loved her character inside there. So it would have been nice to see that, but.
Liam T.
It was a great update in terms of,
say this one, Eternals or WandaVision. Shuma Frank Ofundu, please forgive me if I've mispronounced your name. It also says WandaVision update. Nice. Jamie Maxism Johnson says Shang-Chi is the best MCU update this year. We also have FDC 18 saying Loki equals best MCU related update. Johan Espara has said WandaVision by far.
Really? A lot of WandaVision fans. Nice.
WandaVision was dope, bro.
My fave MCU update was WandaVision. I loved the uniforms. I'm with you. Though, Mattis Margulis says, favorite MCU related update is Shang-Chi.
Nice.
Very fun to play with that character, and I love the story mode that came with it. And then there's 3 big grin emojis like this. So,
I'm with you there.
Big smiles for that one. Yeah. So, I'm glad you all seem to agree with us. But thank you for sharing your opinions with us as always about this. And that brings us to the end of the update stream.
The end
first, I know, right? But the things that we went over today, of course, new characters, Thena, Gilgamesh, Kingo, a new MCU Eternals uniforms for all 3 of them. And then we also had an update to Dimension Rift and Epic Quest. So that brings me now to the final part of the stream in which we review the coupon code that you want for viewing this stream. Along. Yes, we've been waiting for it all along.
Hurry and give it to us.
The coupon code is MFF Eternals. It doesn't matter what case you put it in. It could be all caps, could be all lower, could be a mix. We don't care. MFF Eternals. That will be posted in the comments. It's on the screen right now. And you have until 7 p.m. Pacific time to do this. This is only a little bit over an hour. So get in there as soon as you can. There's, of course, the original procedure available on Android where you enter the coupon code in the coupon menu of the in-game setting menu. And then there's the other procedure, which is available on both Android and iOS. Enter the coupon code on the coupon registration webpage. Mods, please drop that link in there into the chat or the description. If you don't see it in the chat, wait a little bit. We might have it pinned, or it could be in the description. Just refresh, and I'm sure you'll see it either way. We'll be leaving the stream up for a little bit after Cage and I go, just so you can gather everything you need to claim that reward. Again, only until 7 p.m. Pacific time, just slightly over an hour. So you're going to want to get in there and get that reward as soon as possible. And I think that does it. I mean, Cage, do you want to leave everyone with anything?
Of course, just the usual. Once again, patch notes will be revealed sometime soon, closely when the update will be done as well. We are, of course, for all other updates, just stay tuned to our Facebook, Twitter pages. In addition to that, just remember to also see the Eternals in theaters, as that is what the update is based off about, and we guarantee that you guys will enjoy the content that we have planned for you guys. So once again, also be safe out there, have a safe holiday, and overall, just keep being awesome, agents.
All right, keep being awesome. We'll see you next time. Till then.
And there you guys have it. So we'll probably get this update. Don't forget to get that code MFF Eternals. Don't forget, this week we also have Danny Koo's Chilling with Danny Koo segment that's coming up. So we'll be able to jump into that as well this week. I promise to live stream that as well. Hope you guys are enjoying the content so far. Please, thank you so much for everybody that's been subscribing to the channel as of late. You don't know how much it helps, and I'm not just talking about just my enthusiasm overall, but it helps out immensely. So hit that subscribe button and like the videos, and I'll keep bringing them. I've got I got Doctor Strange's final build. Well, it's not his final build. I got his third build, which focuses on his mystic arts abilities, coming up for you guys tomorrow. And then we're gonna finish out with what I believe is probably the best final build for Doctor Strange. Until next time, guys, it's been fun.